Welcome to Cinema 5D on the Couch, the talk show with filmmakers and industry leaders. Brought to you by G Technology, Rode Microphones, Movidium, Film Convert, and FNV.
Welcome to another episode of Cinema 5D on the Couch. Thanks to our sponsors G Technology, Rode Microphones, Movidium.com, Film Convert and FNV. We're happy to welcome another round of guests. This time it's about lenses, and we have three different lens manufacturers sitting here. That's Christophe from Zeiss, hello.
Hi.
Andrew from SLR Magic.
Yeah, hello.
And Joost from Samyang. Oh, hi guys. So, before we get this really started, let's talk about your new products. So what's new from Zeiss?
Yeah, so this year at Photokina we introduced basically four lenses. We started with, we introduced the 1.4 35 ZM, which is a lens for the M bayonet, so to be used for rangefinder cameras. So it was basically the lens missing in our all compelling M lens portfolio. 35mm is, for the rangefinder guys, the kind of typical, the nicest and the all-rounder, lens. And of course, making a 1.4, we had a 2.0. Making a 1.4 makes, it's a more versatile lens, because 35 you think mainly about architecture, about landscape. And now with 1.4 you can start also using it as a portrait lens. So it's very, very sharp, very nice lens, high speed with a very nice, creamy bokeh like all the other Zeiss lenses. So then we introduced a second or two additional lenses, or a family of lenses, Loxia. So Loxia is a family of lenses for the Sony Alpha E-mount, full frame. They are manual focus. We started with a 35mm and a 50mm, both opening 2. And we say these are lenses that serve two worlds, so photo and video. The photo, of course, because these are a kind of lens I can always have with me. They are very compact, nice photo lenses, and because they have this, very smooth focusing that only manual lenses offer you, it's clear that you can use them quite nicely for video, and that's why we decided that we will add to this lens something that was not present until now in this E-mount system, the aperturing, so physical aperturing, so that I can turn it. And this aperturing I can use in two modes. So I can either, click it, so that I can use it with hard stop, with 1/3 EV. And I can declick it to use it like cinema styles, stepless, noiseless, so that I can really make some small semi-professional production with those lenses. And then we introduced fourth thing, the second lens of the Otus family. So the Otus family stands for, let's say, medium format quality on your DSLR. So basically the Otus is really ultra premium. Whenever you use the Otus lens with this kind of very high megapixel full frame camera, you will get basically the same rendering, the same contrast, the same quality that you would get on a medium format system. So these lenses are simply the highest possible contrast over the whole field. It's not dropping down in the corners. They have absolutely no chromatic aberration. They have no flare, no ghost, simply stunning lenses, and I think one should try one or watch at some picture on Flickr. We have already quite a lot of examples. So one should look at those pictures to understand what's this Otus lens is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And SLR Magic, you guys are still quite new on the market, right? Since when do you exist, and what kind of products do you make?
Well, we always used to make a lot of lens adapters for many years. But then, since about 3, 4 years ago, we started entering the lens market and start making lenses too. And well, we started off with a lot of the toy lenses. That's what people know us for. And then we slowly moved on to lenses for cinema because a lot of our customers are actually indie filmmakers, and it kind of shifted our focus because we kind of produce whatever our customers wanted to see. And for this photokina, we've introduced 3 lenses. The first is a lens for the micro four thirds. It's a 10 millimeter T 2.1 hyperprime cine lens. So it has a very wide angle of view, as wide as always needed for the micro four thirds sensors, especially with the GH4 and the new 4K recording with the new crop factor. You need even wider. So it's a very good addition. And then the second lens we have is a higher end lens. It's a 50 millimeter T 2.1 Apple lens in a PL mount. We made it so that it's a full frame. It can work with full frame cameras like the A7S a lot of people use, and then also the micro four thirds cameras through adapter. And we think that would be a good addition because a lot of the indie filmmakers are moving into entry level or professional market. So if they have a PL lens that they can use with the micro four thirds, maybe in the weekend sometimes they have a lot of maybe they rent a higher end PL mount camera and they can use the same lens. So that'd be a good idea. And then lastly, we've introduced earlier this year anamorphic lens adapter that many people are using now. It works with cameras like a Canon EOS film system, or the Blackmagic pocket cameras, or even the micro four thirds cameras. And it was a 1:3:3 times. So when you shoot a 16:9, it gives the Academy ratio of 2:3:5:1. But then a lot of the enthusiasts said, can you make a even stronger compression ratio so that you get a full anamorphic effect for the enthusiasts? So we've showed a prototype of a 2x anamorphic this photokina as well. So yeah, a lot of sort of exciting stuff.
Oh, a lot of different stuff from both of you. What's new from Samyang?
This photokina we have introduced the new 50, the T15. It finally fills the gap between the 35 and the popular 85. We have that both in the photo version and the cine version. Plus we got the new 12 millimeter fisheye, covers full frame. I believe it's a 2.8, and that I hope there will be a video version of that soon. Will be introduced around December, January, and the 50 is available from I think from last week. Maybe I should say a date, but
okay, yeah. So you all are in very different markets. I think. I mean, everything is on one hand mixing somehow. You know, photo is coming together with cinema because of the cameras that are very versatile. We have full frame cameras which are capable of shooting great video, and then on the higher end, we still have cameras becoming cheaper, and then also very expensive cameras still, but not as expensive as they used to be. So where do you, like, you know, each one of you see the different focuses of your market, and where do you think everything is moving in the future? I don't know who wants to start.
Maybe you can start first.
Yeah, well, I can say so.
Take turns.
I think Samyang is a great example for seeing photography and video getting closer to each other. We have photo lenses that become video cine lenses in only just the mount, not the mount, sorry. The housing is just a little different from the photo lenses, but the optics are still the same quality optics. It's just the housing that's rehoused with a declicked aperture. I think it's a very small step from a photo lens to a cine lens, but it makes a huge difference for video makers. And you can still shoot photos with the cine lenses we got. I think we don't need to make a really like a different lens, like Zeiss has really different lenses from a photo and video, which are really great. But I think Samyang is just a easy way to make the step from photography to video.
Yeah. What do you say to that? I mean, you have a wide range of lenses, super high-end, like master prime lenses versus mid-range ultra prime, and then the compact prime. So where do you see the difference? And
yeah, there is still one range. So our SLR, lenses are also used by let's say very small productions, you know, as a kind of budget version of our lenses, of ceiling lenses. You know, they are misused, but but that's good. So I think this shows. I mean, Samyang's job and ours shows that basically probably in a couple of years everything will merge to, you know, except for the ultra high end, you know, video. And photo will merge more and more. So and also from our customer, if you look at, you know, young professional photographers, so they do not only shoot photos anymore. You know, if they go for event and so on, they are asked also to make some really professional small video sessions. And I mean, having gears that are quite versatile is very, very important for them.
And your customers, I guess, have grown too. You know, starting out with small lens kit and now moving into cinema lenses, right?
Yeah, actually, it's very interesting. As for our own particular market with the indie filmmakers, they've they're slowly requiring better and better lenses, like more professional gear. But also, I agree with both Joost and Christophe that the cinema users and the photography users are merging together. Because since we've introduced our first anamorphic adapter, we suddenly gained a lot more new customers that are using other lenses to try to adapt. And we always get questions like if the Samyang 35-1.4 would work with it, or if the Zeiss 50-1.4 would work with it. And actually there's a combination, and we know that actually people are using both still lenses and video lenses to shoot anamorphic too. So yeah, they're slowly merging, so it'll be very interesting to see the preference of the users. As I know Zeiss makes a lot of specific larger cine lenses and also smaller still photos. Samyang sticks to a similar size cine and photo lens. Yeah. So for us, we just stick to the smaller lenses. So.
Thanks for watching this segment of this episode of Cinema 5D on the Couch. Thanks to our sponsors G Technology, Rode Microphones, Film Convert, F&V and Movidium.com. And tune in to see the next segment to see these three lens manufacturers talk about their products and what's happening in the field of lenses. Thank you.